Pure survival, ladies and gentlemen. The garlic is ready during survival. Y'all gotta understand, we have the garlic to protect us during survival, ladies and gentlemen. So these demons cannot take advantage because we're fully protected. So we must meditate. Shout out to Disaster, Dazer in the building. Kelly, we have the candles with the garlic ready to meditate and survive Miss Alopecia. It's going down. Everybody get them likes up. You see the garlic? It's going down. I told y'all I was coming with the garlic. Put the garlic in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Chris Rock. Kelly just hit that super chat, Pure Survival. Kanye roasted Jay-Z 8 times on his new Bully album. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Kelly. I had no idea.
That's alternative.
No, that's Kelly.
Alternative Kel.
Yes, look. My sweetheart, she talking about that's alternative. Sweetheart, her name is Kelly. No, it really is.
Oh.
Like that's what she has on there. Like she tell me every time, "No, Jamil, my name is Kelly."
Oh.
Yes.
My bad.
But we have the garlic, ladies and gentlemen. You see the garlic imprinted inside the candles? It is going down. Salute to all of y'all. Look, see, she said, I'm Kelly. But I have the garlic, guys. So make sure that y'all have y'all's. Have the fitted ball cap, the Timberland boots. You know what I'm saying? And your strap on dildo ready during survival. Make sure y'all have your strap on ready. Chris Rock has spoken, and I'm happy for Chris. Shout out, look, Kel said Kel or Kelly's Miss Lounge, either one.
Okay.
I love you guys. Love you too. So, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Rock is laughing at Miss Alopecia and he's laughing at Will Smith because Jada Pinkett allegedly had got caught smashing another one of Jaden Smith's boyfriends. Now, how crazy is this? Jada Pinkett comes out celebrating how happy she is that Will Smith is no longer in the house. And she's saying that Will can come back whenever she get ready to let Will Smith come back. So you know Chris Rock is having a field day laughing at that. And I'm not trying to hear somebody say Chris Rock is bitter. Why is he still talking about this slap? If somebody slapped you in the face, wouldn't you be happy to see them getting exposed, see them getting played after they put their hands on you? Pure survival. So Chris Rock is not over it, guys.
You know, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
I don't care. I don't care. I thought I was gonna die. It was a weird. I always say, like, I have a life like Forrest Gump.
And this man tried to tell Chris Rock, if he hangs in there, we can be friends again. Why would I want to be friends with you if you slap the taste out of my mouth? Pure survival. Hell no, I don't want to be your friend, Will. And that apology was terrible. Chris Rock felt like he was going to die. Chris Rock felt like that slap almost took his head off of his shoulders. You see how skinny Chris Rock's neck is? You see how bony his neck is? That man thought that Will almost took his head off his shoulders.
And you know, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
I don't care. I don't care. I thought I was gonna die. It was a weird. I always say, like, I have a life like Forrest Gump. Like, I'm always where the action is. We tried to hang out afterwards, but it's like, ah, man. And I remember I was at his apartment and he showed me his apartment, and I leave and I see him out the window, and I was like, that's probably the last time I'm gonna see him.
Wow. So he went over to Chris Rock's apartment and Chris Rock's looking at him and he's like, this is the last time I'm going to see Will. Put a one in the chat if y'all think that Will Smith went to Chris Rock's apartment and tried to blow his back out. Who knows what happened? He said, I feel like Forrest Gump, pure survival. So every time he see Will Smith, he thinks about running. He thinks about running. Run, Forrest. Run, Forrest.
It's like Forrest Gump. Like, I'm always where the action is. We tried to hang out afterwards, but it's like, ah, man. And I remember I was at his apartment and he showed me his apartment, and I leave and I see him out the window, and I was like, that's probably the last time I'm gonna see him.
Wow, this is
one of the highlights of my career, honestly. I mean, a lot of my career highlights happened on that stage, but then he got off stage and we talked and we hung out. He was going to NYU and I hung out at his dorm.
And look at this, guys. The poor man Chris Rock was slapped by Will Smith only for your wife to continue to still keep having these affairs, to still keep embarrassing you, Will. You know what I mean? This broke my heart when this happened. And everybody tried to tell Chris Rock, get over it. So what that he had slapped you? You know what I mean? Knowing that Miss Alopecia is the one who instigated Will to slap Chris Rock's face nearly off of his motherfucking shoulders. You know what I'm saying? When it was all her fault, she tried to say that she didn't know Will was going to do this. I wasn't even giving Will the skins anymore. You know what I mean? That is horrible. That is horrible. So I'm glad Chris Rock is celebrating.
Highlights of my career, honestly. I mean, a lot of my career highlights happened on that stage, but then he got off stage and we talked and we hung out. He was going to NYU and I hung out at his dorm. I just love the guy. The guy's so funny. I'm supposed to hate him. So on one hand, yes, we are not getting along. On another hand, you know, we party hard together, okay? I don't want to do a movie with a bunch of black people in the south of France.
Wow, so they used to party together up until he did that. And remember Will Smith gave that sorry-ass apology talking about Jada and I and Chris, my behavior when Jada and I slapped Chris. That terrible-ass apology.
Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. And say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself.
Now, put a one in the chat if y'all believe that Will Smith really apologized to Chris Rock. Put a two in the chat if y'all think that this was a fake apology. That this was a fake apology. So why wouldn't Chris Rock celebrate Will? You slapped this man and that woman is still disrespecting you. Pure survival. She's still allegedly clapping Jaden Smith, your son's boyfriend's cheeks. This is why Jaden Smith came out and said, Tyler, the Creator, that's my boyfriend. Jada, you better stay away from my boyfriend. That's the reason why. Y'all remember I told y'all when Jaden said, Tyler, the Creator, my boyfriend, he only said that because he was trying to keep Jada Pinkett from trying to hit him with the Timberland boots and the dildo and the fitted ball cap. You know what I'm saying? That's why and you know it's got to be crazy anytime your son has to go on national TV and says, Tyler, the Creator, that's my boyfriend. Just to try to keep your mother away from your boyfriends. This is crazy, Will. So I'm celebrating with Chris. Everybody put your Timberland boots and the fitted ball cap in the chat.
Made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit, but I promise you I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk.
My behavior is unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you want to talk. Now, check this out. Will Smith was just spotted out yesterday with a woman. Will Smith got mad because Jada Pinkett is out here trying to brag about living by herself, that she's so happy that Will Smith's not there and she can have him back whenever she wants, pure survival. So Will Smith's PR team said, look, we're going to put Will Smith with a girl. Even though he's in love with Dwayne Martin and in love with boys getting his back blowed out, we're going to make it look like Will Smith still like women. Now, everybody's seen the video with Will Smith dancing with this girl. Look how distant he is from this woman. Look how distant he is. Why is Will Smith so far away from this girl? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that this is Will Smith's new girlfriend. For real, for real. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that this is fake. This is just to make it like Will Smith still like women. Why is his wiener so far away from her, kitty cat? Real pure survival. Will, all this time we waited to see you with another woman, and you so far away from this goddamn woman. It's like the lady is all the way outer space. Pure survival. We wanted you up on that kitty cat, Will. We don't care about seeing you dancing all the way far as hell away from a female. We want you up on them skins. Look how far he is. Dwayne Martin was probably sitting right there like, look, don't be all up on her like that. You know that you my man. Now, if Will Smith really was interested in Kitty Cat, why would he be this far away from this woman? Now, Will Smith's best friend Bilal already provided receipts of Will Smith grabbing Alfonso Rivera's wiener, and he was all up on them. You know what I'm saying? All up on Jada Pinkett's brother, but you can't be up on this woman? You know what I'm saying? And then you wonder why Jaden Smith was crying. I told y'all he was crying because Jada Pinkett was allegedly smashing his boyfriend. Now, put a 1 in the chat if you would be crying if you came home and you found your mom sleeping with your boyfriend. Put a 2 in the chat if you wouldn't mind. You know what I mean? At first, I kept laughing at this boy because I'm like, what the hell is he crying about now? Pure Bible. All that money you got and all y'all do is cry and y'all little fucking spoiled little demon brats. But he got a reason to cry. He got a reason to cry. If he comes home, you know what I'm saying, and see that his mom got Tyler, the Creator, his boyfriend, bent over and blowing Tyler, the Creator's back out. That's why Jaden was crying. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, guys. Everybody get them likes up. I know I would be crying like a motherfucker. I come home, my mom's sleeping with my friends. That would be crazy. And that's why he made that announcement. Jada, Tyler, the Creator, was Jaden Smith's boyfriend. And he dumped him because you turned Tyler, the Creator out, allegedly.
I feel like I just want to say Tyler, the Creator, is the best friend in the world, and I love him so fucking much. And I want to tell you guys something. I want to tell you, Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my motherfucking boyfriend. And he's been my motherfucking boyfriend my whole fucking life. Tyler, the Creator, is my fucking boyfriend.
And that's the craziest part about it is Jaden Smith been having this secret gay love affair in front of his parents ever since he was a little boy. He said that Tyler the Creator was his boyfriend his whole life. Jada! So for you to know that this boy was in love with this boy all his life, why would you clap Tyler the Creator's cheeks behind Jaden's back? Why would you do that when you know that this boy is in love with him? When he used to come spend a night at y'all freak off dungeon, pure survival, and y'all used to let Jaden Smith and Tyler the Creator take a bath together, and they instead of playing with the rubber duckies, they started playing with rubber wieners, playing with each other's wieners. Of course, he was going to fall in love with the boy. And his mom just could not keep her hands off his boyfriend. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I just want to say Tyler the Creator is the best friend in the world and I love him so fucking much. And I want to tell you guys something. I want to tell you, Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my motherfucking boyfriend. And he's been my motherfucking boyfriend my whole fucking life. Tyler the Creator is my fucking boyfriend. It's true.
And look at him. Tyler the Creator is literally trying to hide with that freak off mask on his face, pure survival. And Jada Pinkett and Will Smith was at this show. Now you telling me that's not crazy? You know, shout out to the LBG community. Like I always tell y'all know we love everybody over here. But if my son got on national TV and just bursted out, I would tell him, look, keep your business to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Unless you married. Now, if he would have been married to Tyler, if my son was married and he had a boyfriend, he had a husband, I'd be like, okay, all right, Dom Lemon, go ahead and tell the world that you got a boyfriend. You know, you got a husband. But the parents is sitting in the audience while he's doing this. And Jaden only called this boy out, will call him out because he wanted his mother to know that Tyler is his. You know what I mean? He's mine. You might have smashed him once, but I smash him all the time. But Jada was like, oh, okay, you want to say Tyler the Creator your boyfriend? But I'm still going to keep blowing his back out. Long as I got this fitted ball cap and these Timberland boots and this strap-on dildo, I'm still going to keep blowing your boyfriend's back out. You know what I'm saying?
Boyfriend my whole fucking life. Tyler the Creator is my fucking boyfriend. It's true. Also, the fire marshal said they're gonna shut us down. So if you could just step back a little bit, just so they don't shut us down or whatever. I don't know what that means. There's a lot of you. Tyler the Creator is my fucking boyfriend. Okay.
I would have told my son, listen, you better let me know when you about to do some shit like that. Bro, Bible, you don't invite me to a concert and just burst out of nowhere and talk about Tyler the Creator, your boyfriend, only to make your mom jealous. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, Chris Rock is going to be laughing at this. Of course. You know what I'm saying? That's why Chris Rock is celebrating. And Will, look at all the times you went to go beat up comedians for that woman. Did y'all know that Will Smith was about to beat up Tommy Davidson from In Living Color over Jada Pinkett before he slapped Chris Rock?
Me and Will had a run-in.
You try to put his wife in a little block.
Yeah. He came into the trailer and I was sitting down. He's standing over me like this. And he's like, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And I'm like, well, what you talking about? I always know to play it off. And since he was standing and I was sitting, I'm a real nice fella.
This was 15 years later? Or was it?
No, this was then. And then I didn't find out why. Jada's going, Will, I'm saying, but I mean, what's happening, man?
Now, did y'all know that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all know that Will Smith was about to slap Tommy Davidson over Miss Alopecia, over Jada Pinkett. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all didn't know that. If y'all didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? He said Will Smith walked into his trailer and hovered over him. So Jada Pinkett been starting fights for years. Pure survival. Smash that like button. We got 1,600 people.
Tell me what's happening. You don't want to do this.
You about to do something bad.
He might do something, right? And I'm still in that posture.
So you didn't really know what he was actually talking about?
I didn't, but I know what he...
And he didn't even know that Will Smith was about to slap the taste out of his mouth. He didn't even know. He said Will Smith walked into his trailer and he went like this. He went like this. like he was about to slap Tommy Davidson head off. You know what I'm saying? You see how much this woman starts trouble?
He's doing.
Right.
So I was like, come on, man. I mean, what's up? Just tell me what's up.
Right.
Yeah, you know what's up. And so finally I just said, this is a small place and people are here. We should talk about it.
Right.
Me and you outside, because it looked like you're going to need to get something off your chest, right? And the Jada was like, oh, no, y'all. And I was like, what do you mean, nah, y'all? Tell him. Me and Will had a run-in.
Yeah, try to put his wife in a little
Yeah. He came into the trailer and I was sitting down. He's standing over me like this. And he's like, I don't appreciate that, man. I don't appreciate that. And I'm like, well, what you talking about? I always know to play it off. And since he was standing and I was sitting.
And this really broke my heart, Will, because I had no idea that you was going to beat up the In Living Color cast. This woman, this is how you know that it's toxic. Will should have left her a long time ago. She got you banned from the Oscars. You know what I'm saying? You out they having to fake like you're happy with a woman dancing like 3 blocks away from her, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? And she's still going on platforms humiliating you. You know what I'm saying? And allegedly clapping Jaden Smith's boyfriend's cheeks. You know what I'm saying? This is just crazy. This is just crazy. This is what you should have been did to her right here.
The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. Yeah, the type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. Yeah.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all would have preferred Will Smith to pour this baby oil on Jada Pinkett's head before he slapped Chris Rock. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that it was good that he had slapped Chris Rock. Because you see how happy Chris looked right there if the story would have went this way. But it didn't go this way. But this is how it should have went. Will, I know Uncle Phil is looking down from the heavens above, Will. Uncle Phil is rolling over in his grave, pure survival, as this woman still humiliates you. You know what I'm saying? And she has different men in and out of that house that was yours. I know you happy to be gone, but she's playing it off like you were the one that was in the way, Will. You know what I'm saying? Like you were the one in the way. When she was harassing you, recording you without your permission. This is crazy.
At Cheddar Scratch Kitchen, every day
Everybody get them likes up. Get them likes up. I'm happy for Chris Rock. Chris Rock is celebrating to see what's going on with Will. And I'm sorry, Will. Chris Rock ain't wrong for this.
You know Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just.
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused in one another?
My social media.
She said, would you say that she's helping us heal from the hurt that we caused? How did we cause the hurt, Jada? You disrespected me throughout my whole career in public in front of everybody. Pure survival. You praised Tupac and you put Will Smith down damn near the whole relationship and let the whole America see it. And you sat around and recorded this man when he asked you politely. He asked you politely, can you get that camera out my face? He asked you politely. We got 2,000 people in the building. Smash that like button for Chris Rock, y'all. Chris Rock is celebrating right now.
Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just.
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused in one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that was disrespectful. She's recording Will Smith without his permission. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that that's okay, that she could just disrespect and embarrass this man constantly, constantly, constantly. You know what I mean? We got 2,200 people, guys. We should have 1,000 likes. Everybody double tap that screen. Smash that like button. I need them likes up. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock is finally getting justice. He's finally getting justice. Even Chris Rock's brother was pissed off about Will Smith slapping, his brother. This Chris Rock brother right here, Tony Rock. Chris Rock blood brother.
Seasons
Yes.
on all of them.
Yes.
And were you guys keeping in touch
No.
to this point?
No.
But you guys still had a cool, friendly relationship. You
Hey,
run into
man.
each other. Oh, shit, what's up? How long after the incident did you actually talk to your brother?
Again, I was watching the game, so I didn't really know about it until like maybe I said 40 minutes, maybe like a half hour later. I found out a half hour after everybody else. So I'd say another half hour after that.
Okay. So you actually call your brother and you talk to him?
No, his assistant called me.
Okay. When do you talk to your...
And this is Chris Rock's blood brother finding out that Will Smith slapped him. The whole family's still upset. He still hopes to run into Will Smith. Now, I don't promote violence, but I understand if you slap my brother, I'm still going to be on your top. Pure survival. Smash that like button.
brother about this?
Like 10 minutes after that. Talk to the assistant, trying to find out, where y'all at? What's going on? Do I need to pull up? What I have to do? Like, there's no fucking protocol for this shit. Beef in the street. Somebody fucking my brother in the street. Yeah, there's a protocol. Yo, pull up. Let's go.
Yeah.
The Oscars, they're not hanging out in the parking lot afterwards. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? People going to places and shit.
You're not randomly went into
Right,
Will
yeah,
Smith
you're not
on the
gonna
block.
You can't just pull up like this, like, yo, my brother got hit. Yeah, so there's no protocol.
Yeah.
His assistant was like, yo, man, he said you was gonna call, like, he knew you was gonna be upset. Yo, just, be cool.
Okay.
And then he called me like, hey, man, like, I think it was whack. Of course that shit was whack. And, I think he said, like, it wasn't even a good joke.
Look, Chris Rock told his brother, Will Smith slapped me, and I didn't even give up. It wasn't even a good joke. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think the G.I. Jane joke was worth Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think Chris Rock deserved to have got slapped, that he had deserved it. Or put a 3 in the chat if Will Smith should have just left Jada Pinkett. She's still disrespecting him, guys. Same way y'all disrespected me by having 2,000 people in here and them likes is low. We got 2,300 people watching literally right now. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all we need 1,000 likes. Everybody double tap that screen. This is Chris Rock's blood brother.
Ah, wasn't even a good joke. You good? I'm good. You good? Yo, just chill, man. I know you upset. Chill.
Right, because the conversation was it fake or was it real?
Yeah,
it was real.
Listen,
it was real.
I ain't pay that shit no mind.
Well, Will Smith claimed that he reached out
Cap
to Chris.
Cap.
That's a lie.
Cap.
They've never spoken to each other.
Cap. His publicist said say some shit like that. That's
Wow, see? Chris Rock brother said Will Smith didn't even apologize. That he was capping. Will Smith publicist told him to say that he apologized. So why do you expect that Chris Rock's family is not going to celebrate that Jada Pinkett is still disrespecting him up to this day? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask you again. Put a 1 in the chat. Would you be cool with somebody that slapped your brother or your sister? Put a 2 in the chat if y'all would be cool with that person. So you got to understand where his anger come in at.
Cap.
That's a lie.
Cap.
They've never spoken to each other.
Cap. His publicist said say some shit like that. That's the publicist shit. That's the people that pull the strings. You gotta say you spoke to him. You gotta say he said it was cool. You gotta say, all right, fuck it, let's go. I'll say that.
Yeah, but if it's a lie, I mean, it's easy to debunk.
Cap.
Yeah. And, at the time, everyone was mad and, he's canceled. I think he's not allowed to go to the award show for a few years, but he still can be nominated, so he can still win.
I ain't following that shit.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So, Some time passes, and Chris actually has his own Sam special on Netflix. I actually tried to get him on Go Vlad TV to talk about it.
Yo, you texted me when that shit happened. Like, yo, come on the show. I was like, pass.
Hey, man, listen. I mean, I had a check. It wasn't going to be a Netflix check, but I had a check. But clearly...
And y'all remember when Chris Rock was celebrating, talk about Jada smashing one of her son's boyfriends back then. So of course he gonna talk about it again. This is the alleged second person. I think she probably smashed more of Jaden's boyfriends. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Jada smashed more than one of Jaden Smith's boyfriends. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think she only smashed August Alsina, which was Jaden Smith's first boyfriend.
Anybody that says words hurt has never been punched in the face.
He started off with jabs and then got juggy with it right to the jugular. And for Jada,
She hurt him way more than he hurt me.
a year of pent-up silence from Chris Rock erupted on stage.
But everybody knows what the happened. Everybody that really knows.
As Chris insisted, the real person that Will should be mad at is his wife. After she...
Now, do y'all agree with Chris Rock? Chris Rock said the real person Will Smith should be mad at was his wife. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that Chris Rock is wrong. Chris Rock said the real person she should have been mad at, that he should have been mad at, it should have been Miss Motherfucker Alopecia, Pure Survival, and her fitted ball cap and the strap-on dildo.
on stage.
But everybody knows what the happened. Everybody that really knows.
As Chris insisted, the real person that Will should be mad at is his wife. After she cheated on him with R&B singer August Alsina.
His wife was her son's friend. Okay?
Well, bam.
You heard that? His wife was effing his son's friend. Smash that like button if y'all think that that's some sick shit to do. Pure Survival. If you tell your child, hey, I am having a freak-off affair with your friends. So now you got your friends going to school talking about, yeah, you know, I fucked your mom last night. Pure Survival. Yeah, I'm your dad now. You got your friends in school telling all the other friends, look, I am his father. Pure Survival. I just smashed your mom and she packed my lunch for school. Smash that like button, guys. This is what Jada done did, you know, and I'm glad for Chris Rock.
After she cheated on him with R&B singer August Alsina.
His wife was her son's friend. Okay?
Well, bam. Okay. Now, Will and Jada had addressed that affair on Red Table Talk back in 2020.
I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
An entanglement?
Yes.
And then she made up her own name, guys. Can you imagine that? You cheat on a motherfucker and you got him laughing with his head down, sitting at a red freak-off table. Pure Survival. Will? That's why y'all can't get mad at Chris Rock for making fun of Will, for saying that Will got a fake AI girlfriend that he's dancing with that you can see clearly he's not into. Pure Survival, you know what I'm saying? But this woman set you down and told us all and named the shit and said, I had an entanglement. That's crazy as hell. We got 3,000 people in the building, guys. Smash that like button. Don't tell me I talk too much until you get 1,000 likes in the building.
On Red Table Talk back in 2020.
I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship.
Will Smith practices selective outrage. I didn't have any entanglements.
Wow.
Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television.
Wow. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all agree with Chris Rock. Chris Rock said we all been cheated on, but none of us has been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on national TV. That is wow. That is wow. And she's still out here getting her back blowed out behind, well, not behind his back, but kind of celebrating and playing Will for a fool still. Look at her. A whole nother old black dude with a bald head. This dude right here.
Chris Rock is back on Will Smith's neck, and this time it's hitting way harder than a joke. Because right when you thought the Oscars slap drama was finally dead, leaked footage tied to Jada Pinkett Smith just flipped everything upside down. And now Will Smith is getting clowned in the worst way. We're talking about a situation that's got the internet side-eyeing everything we thought we knew about their marriage. Jada's out here moving like she's fully done. Insiders are spilling that she's been entertaining other men. And somehow, it all circles back to Will looking crazy in his own story. And the one person enjoying every second of it? Chris Rock. Yeah, he did not let that slide. Not after 4 years. Not after that slap. And the way he's reacting now? It's messy, it's petty, and it's making Will's situation look even worse. But here's where...
Yes, but guess what? I would be celebrating if I was Chris Rock too. Smash that like button, guys. We got 3,000 people in the building. Everybody get them likes up. This is funny.
It gets uncomfortable because this didn't just happen overnight. The signs were there, the interviews, the separate living situation, the moments where Will looked like he was barely holding it together while Jada kept talking. Now it's all coming back around at the same time, and people are starting to connect dots they ignored before. And that leaked footage, it's only making things uglier. So what exactly did Chris say? And why does this feel like the final blow to Will's image? It's been 4 years since Will snapped the daylights out of Chris at the Oscars, but it's clear that Chris still holds a major grudge.
Wow, it's been 4 years, guys, since Will Smith slapped the daylights, like the daylight savings time out of Chris Rock. I didn't know it was 4 years since he slapped the daylight savings time out of his face. I thought, don't it seem like it was just yesterday when Will Smith slapped the daylight savings time out of Chris Rock? I didn't really realize that. You know what I'm saying? We got 3,100 people, guys. Smash that like button. Double tap that screen, man. Chris Rock is celebrating as he should.
Did Chris say? And why does this feel like the final blow to Will's image? It's been 4 years since Will snapped the daylights out of Chris at the Oscars, but it's clear that Chris still holds a major grudge. Because the way he's clowning Will over Jada moving on with another man is insane. It all started when Jada had this interview where she was asked if she was ever going to let Will move back in with her. And from the way she answered the question, let's just say that Will ain't moving back in anytime soon.
So are y'all living together?
It's just this beautiful connection. We will.
Mm-hmm. Look at that.
Not right now.
But you will.
Do you hear how crazy that is? Like, what man is gonna let this woman, like, they live separate right now, and Jada Pinkett said, I'm gonna let him back in. How you gonna let me back into hell? Pure survival. I'm done with you, Jada. You already embarrassed me enough. You know what I'm saying? And then to make everybody think that I'm begging to come back to you, that I'm begging to get back with you. This is insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, smash that like button, guys. And shout out to Tammy, just became a member, Tammy Davis in the building. This woman is still embarrassing Will up to this day. Like, when will she stop? Is she going to come out with a new book? Another worthy book? She's definitely a narcissist.
Let's just say that Will ain't moving back in anytime soon.
So are y'all living together?
It's just this beautiful connection. We will.
Mm-hmm. Look at that.
Not right now.
But you will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's.
Why do you say that with such clarity?
Because that's what it's gonna be.
That's where it's headed.
Yeah.
And you both are on that page.
Yeah, and but right now I really do enjoy my space.
Yeah.
I've been living. I am my mother's only child.
Yeah.
Right? And so having this time that I've had to myself has been fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get to know me, even to have my house exactly.
And for her to say something disrespectful like this, yeah, I'm so happy to have my place to myself and have my place like this, it makes Will Smith look soft still. She's making it like, I'm happy that he's gone so I can have all the freak off entanglements that I want to have. That's why Will Smith PR team said, look, go out there, show people you're dancing with other women. Show people that you know what I mean? Because she's doing this. This is why Will got to go out and pretend that he likes women and dance from a distance from them. Her out doing this right now is the reason why Will Smith PR team told him to do this. Right here. He dancing with her like he in a damn movie. If this is a woman that Will Smith's really with, we want to see Will Smith locking lips. We want to see him bumping and grinding. Pure survival. So you need to tell your PR team, Will, you got to do better than this. I'm sure you and Dwayne Martin dance way closer. You and Dwayne Martin dance way closer than you and this woman right here. You got all that chocolate right there. You got this chocolate woman right there, Will. You know what I'm talking about? You got the chocolate ice cream. And you don't even want the chocolate ice cream. Pearls on Bible. You know what I'm saying? You want that Felice Johnson. You want that booty. You want that motherfucker booty. But you don't want that one. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button. But Will had to go out and do this, guys, because Jada Pinkett, like I said, is making him look embarrassing, because she's making it like she's so happy that he's gone and she got the house to herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just crazy, man. To have a woman disrespect you for so many years, and then you got to have a fake AI girlfriend. A fake AI girlfriend.
Anytime soon.
So are y'all living together?
It's just this beautiful connection. We will.
Look at that.
Not right now.
But you will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Why do you say that with such clarity?
Because that's what it's gonna be.
That's where it's headed.
Yeah.
And you both are on that page.
Yeah, and but right now I really do enjoy my space.
Yeah.
I've been living. I am my mother's only child.
Yeah.
Right? And so having this time that I've had to myself has been fantastic. Just to get to know me, even to have my house exactly how I want it. I don't have to be like, well, what color do you want this wall? You know what I mean? I can just do it.
You're the chooser.
I'm the chooser.
You're the chooser.
Right.
So when you imagine your life back together, because I'm sure you've seen it, how does that look to you?
We don't know yet.
We'll
build that, and it'll be something new. Now, Jada made it seem like she and Will were working on things, but according to people in the know, that's nothing but a pile of BS. It turns out that not only does Jada have no intention of letting Will move back in, but she's seeing other men, multiple other men allegedly. And if you think things can't get worse, it's about to. It turns out that not only is Jada supposedly out there doing things with men, but she's allegedly making videos.
Wow. Now, y'all know, look at this woman. She's allegedly making freak-off tapes. She's allegedly making freak-off tapes and then claiming that Will Smith is going to come back. Why would I come back to you? You was already getting your back blowed out when we were together. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? The little bit of back that you still have left, Jada Pinkett, pure survival, you think I'm going to come back with the little bit of back residue that you have? That back is fully blown out. You know what I'm talking about? No more back to it. Will's going to come back to a whole skeleton. A freak-off Miss Alopecia skeleton. He come back having sex with a skeleton bone. Everybody get them likes up, man. And shout out to Will Smith's best friend, Bilal. This is why Jada Pinkett allegedly was trying to unalive Will Smith's best friend of 40 years. You remember he was exposing everything. And he ended up getting hospitalized. Will Smith's best friend was saying all of this shit.
Will Smith's former best friend of almost 40 years has sued his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, saying that she threatened to end his life. Now, Jada has said she was going to sue him first, but apparently he has beat her to the punch. Let's talk about it. Bilal Salam had been a close friend of Will Smith for decades and was a key member of his team, but he says that changed in 2021 when Jada confronted him for supposedly telling her personal business.
Now you see this? Why would Jada Pinkett allegedly threaten to unalive Will Smith's best friend, the one that looks like Fat Albert, Pure Survival? Shout out to Bolao. His name is Bolao. If Bolao was telling a lie, then why would she try to unalive him for? Pure Survival. Bolao is the one that told us that Jada Pinkett puts on a fitted ball cap with her Timberland boots and a strap-on dildo and be blowing men's backs out. Be blowing men's backs out. You know what I'm saying? And this man almost got unalived literally a month or two ago. He was in the hospital fighting for his life. Bible, tell us this ain't true, Will. And this is why Chris Rock, if you watching this, you need to get with Will Smith's best friend, Chris Rock. I would love, put a 1 in the chat if y'all would love to see Chris Rock and Bolao do an interview together. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't want to see that. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to see Bolao, Chris Rock, and me together. All 3 of us. You know what I mean? Do an interview about Miss motherfucking Alopecia. Pearls on Bible.
Will Smith's former best friend of almost 40 years has sued his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, saying that she threatened to end his life. Now, Jada has said she was going to sue him first, but apparently he has beat her to the punch. Let's talk about it. Bilal Salam had been a close friend of Will Smith for decades and was a key member of his team, but he says that changed in 2021 when Jada confronted him for supposedly telling her personal business. He says that she and a group of her associates ran up on him and that she told him if he didn't stop, he was going to end up missing or worse. A few months later, Will found himself in scandal after he slapped Chris Rock at the 2022 Oscars. Bilal says that he was asked to help with Will's rehabilitation efforts, but when he declined, he faced retaliation.
So they wanted Bolao to help Will Smith try to look like a good Samaritan after he almost took Chris Rock's head off his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Bolao, put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe Will Smith's best friend, everything he said about Miss Alopecia. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't believe Will Smith's best friend. Because it's all adding up. If she allegedly still sleeping with Jaden Smith's boyfriends, then this shit got to be true. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm sorry, Jada, I'm just sorry. You're still, a demon in a lot of people's eyes, like after all these years.
So whoever comes out with this video or tape or anything have stolen property. They're going to jail, right? Okay. Now, that's why me and Jada's relationship got to be so toxic towards the end, because she thought I stole these videos. So they're videos of her with other people. But I saw some of the video. Mind you, when Jada at the house.
Was any of them allegedly MC Light?
Yes.
I just said that was
why didn't you let me say that?
Do y'all believe Will Smith's best friend when he said that he has tapes of Jada Pinkett clapping different celebrities' cheeks, even MC Light? Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't believe him. Why have these rumors been going on since the 90s if none of it's true? And Will Smith almost threw his whole career away at the Oscars because of this woman. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh goodness! I always felt like, in my opinion, that her and MC Light kind of had something going on, and they used men, Will and MC Light's husband, to cover it up.
So,
and then we had a lady that came to sit on the show that said she saw MC Light and Jada at a no gay club for lesbians in Hollywood all the time.
So let me just put it like this, because the tapes are going to surface. The tapes are going to surface.
I don't want to watch them. That's illegal.
Oh, no, listen. Yeah, that's right. That's right. The tapes are, that's why they reported stolen, but they didn't report me as the thief, right? But now let me tell you how I saw the tapes. So when Jada's home at Will house, not her other house, she allegedly has her wine. She has her something called Tushy. It's like a pink cocaine thing. It's popular in Colombia as well too. But it's like you
Ecstasy and cocaine.
Yeah, it's like that mix, right? It's big in Colombia, right? And she got her ayahuasca or whatever it is. And she got her mushrooms. So she got her psychedelics, all this.
You see this? So Jada Pinkett be high as a kite at home, sitting around, playing with her alleged funky Regina, her alleged funky kitty cat, pure survival. People coming over, family, guests, the mailman, you know what I'm saying? The funk of the Reginas coming through the cracks of the windows, neighbors walking by, dogs are barking because they don't understand what that fume, that smell is. We got to get the garlic in here, guys. Y'all see I have the garlic to protect me from these demonic entities, these demons. This can protect you from Jada Pinkett's kitty cat. Real pure survival. You put this garlic in front of that vampire, they skin starts to burn. Their skin starts to burn. So we got to keep our garlic. Everybody put the garlic in the chat and smash that like button, guys. We need 300 more likes. 300 more likes.
Stop. So she's sitting down here watching, playing with herself, and high as a kite, right? Not caring who's in the house, whether kids watching, nothing. She's in her own world. So that's how I was able to see the tapes. This is why she think I saw them, and I saw some things that were unreal, and I saw celebrities on the tape.
Oh.
So, all right. So let's just say, so allegedly who I thought to be on the tape, well, one is a tape, because it's going to come out. So I'm letting, people going to know.
Who did you see below?
Okay.
Tell the winos.
Okay. So now there's one tape allegedly who I thought appeared would be, there's Jada with a strap on top of Will. Then she's spitting in his face and choking him.
Wow. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe Will Smith's best friend. He said he saw a tape with Jada Pinkett strangling motherfucking Mike Lowry. Strangling him and hawking a loogie in Will Smith's face on these freak off sex tapes. Pure survival. This has to be one of the most gross sex tapes ever. Like, it's hard to just, I could picture it now, but Will Smith was Mike Lowry in Bad Boys. Mike Lowry was like a masculine, tough type of motherfucker. Pure survival. Throwing bad guys this way, throwing bad guys that way. And Miss Alopecia has to have us realize that she was the Mike Lowry of the relationship. She's throwing Will Smith's tasty cakes all over the place. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy.
I'm letting people going to know.
Who did you see below?
Okay.
Tell the winos.
Okay. So now there's one tape allegedly who I thought appeared would be, there's Jada with a strap on top of Will. Then she's spitting in his face and choking him. That's one. Right? So I want people to know when it came out, I'm the first person to talk about it.
Okay.
Then the other one was Alfonso Rivera. Don't want to talk about that because it ended up being a bloody mess.
Wow.
Right? Now, but let me give you the backstory
Go ahead.
about
We're talking
her.
to winos right now.
Right.
Go ahead.
So let me
He asked me in court, what did he tell you?
Right.
I don't know. Go
Right.
ahead.
But it's all alleged
Because I
anyway.
don't watch my interviews back.
Right.
So, go ahead.
So it's all alleged anyway.
Mhm.
So, and some of it's from my recollection.
Okay.
So, like I said, the Alfonso Rivera thing was a bloody mess. And in that video, he is begging her to stop, right? And she's telling him to shut up, right?
That woman is crazy. Anytime you got grown men, Carlton was begging her to stop. He couldn't even do the Carlton dance to get her up off of him. Pure survival. Carlton was begging Jada Pinkett to stop as she's strangling him. You know what I'm saying? Ketchup is pouring out of his tasty cakes. This is wild, guys. Everybody smash that like button. I'm just so horrified. I am horrified. We got to get them likes up. Soon as we get 1,000 likes, man, YouTube can push this out so everybody can know. Imagine how that Chris Rock feel hearing this. I would be happy if I was Chris. I'd be like, Will, that's what you was dealing with.
Alleged
Because I don't
anyway.
watch my interviews back.
Right,
So, go ahead.
so it's all alleged anyway. So, and some of it's from my recollection.
Okay.
So, like I said, the Alfonso Rivera thing was a bloody mess. And in that video, he is begging her to stop, right? And she's telling him to shut up, right? And on that video, Jada had on Timberlands and a fitted baseball cap with the strap on, right? And the reason why she got so much hate for
Did y'all
Alfonso.
see that? The Timberland boots and the fitted ball cap. This is and the strap-on dildo. The Timberland boots, the fitted ball cap, and the strap-on dildo. This is what how Jada Pinkett bust they motherfucking asses. Yo, that is crazy as hell. And Bolau has been exposing everything for a long time. He's in court with Jada Pinkett right now. Will Smith's best friend is in court with her right now. And he got to cross-examine her. So if there's no truth to this, why didn't she sue this man for saying all of this stuff? She didn't sue him. He ended up suing her. And Chris Rock is sitting back watching it, eating popcorn. Eating popcorn. You know what I'm saying? And listen, don't worry about any demons that come in the chat saying stupid stuff, guys. Y'all got to understand. When these Hollywood people send these demons in my chat, I'm surrounded. I have garlic to protect me from the haters that's in the chat if they say anything negative. A lot of these people be working for Miss Alopecia. A lot of these people be like, you know what I'm saying, followers and stuff of these Hollywood demons that they praise. So y'all put the garlics in the chat. Protect yourself from these demons. We have vampires in our chat. This is what I have for the vampires. So I'm not worrying about them. You don't be mad at me. You sleep upside down. Your nails is sharp. Your fingernails is sharp. You can't be in sunlight unless you're like one of the head vampires. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Bolau has been exposing Jada for the longest.
It's two friends can work that out. But when you got your narcissist wife and sociopath wife saying, "Oh, I'm gonna crush him. I'm gonna kill him." This is criminal. Listen, so this is what happened. So
Jada Pinkett told Will Smith's best friend that she was going to kill him. Y'all don't think that that's wrong? If he ain't telling the truth, why do Jada want to kill him for then?
might be what, 100 and something thousand, 190,000, whatever that amount is, right? It's two friends can work that out. But when you got your narcissist wife and sociopath wife saying, "Oh, I'm gonna crush him. I'm gonna kill him." This is criminal. Listen, so this is what happened. So, of course, Charlie Mack the Rat hits me and say, "Hey, Jada wants and Will wants to talk to you." Now we're going through all this with the mediation, the lawyers, everything, right?
This is before the interviews.
Yeah, this is way before the interviews, right?
Okay.
So I'm at the position like, okay, so this is how I have to talk to her. I gotta get with Charlie Mack the Rat. He's gonna have a special phone. Boom, I get with him. He's gonna call Will and Jada. They're gonna be on the phone. I'm gonna have a conversation. So Jada was like, "Look, they offer me $10,000. That doesn't even cover the cost of the boxes." This is Jada offering me, right? And this was.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe Will Smith's best friend. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't believe him. You don't have to agree with me. Like, I believe every word he's saying. He's very, very graphic in detail about this woman and the things that he know and he saw in hush money they was trying to offer him to be quiet and shit. Smash that like button.
Then she says, "Well, I'm gonna fucking crush you if you don't take the money, because if you don't take this money, now you can sue." Now, if I would have took the money at the mediation, it puts me in a position where I can't sue them. So then she was like, "I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know who you think you fucking with, but I kill you." This is Jada on the phone. I said, "Will, are you going to allow Jada to speak to me this way?" He said, "You heard what my wife said." That's when I know me and Will weren't friends.
Wow, that's how you know that this woman had that kind of control. Put a 1 in the chat if you let your woman or your man tell your friends that they're going to kill them. Like, 40 years. Jada Pinkett was telling him, "I'm going to kill you." and he got put in the hospital not too long ago. That woman wasn't playing. Like, if you say something to tell people about me blowing these people backs out, and you tell people about my fitted ball cap and my Timberland boots again and the strap-on dildo, I'm gonna unalive you. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, guys. We can't trust these people in Hollywood. They're demons.
Position where I can't sue them. So then she was like, I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know who you think you fucking with, but I killed you. This is Jada on the phone. I said, Will, are you going to allow Jada to speak to me this way? He said, you heard what my wife said. That's when I know me and Will wasn't friends. And he had already been acting shady because of Jada, but I just kept everything joke. Like, I know what he's going through. I know what he's going through. So right then and then, when this lady is crushing my business, right? When this lady is making me work for free and doing all these things to me, you're supposed to be my friend for 38 years. And you can't even say, Jada, just let him be. I wouldn't took no money. Just leave me alone. Right? Well, I ain't gotta never talk to you again.
Yeah, she got you tied up in court.
Right.
Mediation.
Right. So it's just like, you know, at the end of the day, I'll take the 5,000. Will, you ain't gotta never talk to me again. Jada, you ain't never gotta talk to me again.
You was willing to never talk to Will?
Yes, because people don't understand. It's just like, I'm sweating. Like, she controls this man. Jada controls Will in a way that you, okay.
She controls this man, guys. You know what I mean? Yes, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I say Secret of the Truth. Shout out to Tasha K, because Tasha K definitely was on it with Bolau. You know what I'm saying? And that's why she was mad at me, because I exposed the situation with him being in the hospital before her, because she the one who brought him out. But I never took it away from Tasha that she does her good journalism. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't have knew who Bolau was if it wasn't for her. You know what I'm saying? But I'm standing with Bolau, you know? And this is crazy. Like, when he say that Jada had that much control over Will, look how she's saying that I'm happy that I'm living by myself, but she's guaranteeing that Will is going to come back home. Like, how you know what I'm going to do? A year from now, Will could fall in love with a man or a woman or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And not want to come back. But Jada's like, no, he's coming back. And if his best friend of 40 years knew this, it has to be true.
People don't understand. It's just like, I'm sweating. Like, she controls this man. Jada controls Will in a way that you, okay. Let me just take a beat. So there's a viral video that's going around, and this is no shot at Will.
Okay.
There's a viral video going around with a gentleman massaging Will with his junk on his back, right?
Yeah.
And
is that the only a man knows what a man needs?
That
video. Okay.
That is a man hand. That's a man hand. Hey, that pressure change, do y'all? Only a man knows what a man needs.
Now look at that. Only a man knows what a man needs. Now, like I said, no disrespect to the LBG community, pure survival, but I'm not. If that's not the time that I'm on, I'm not getting a massage by no guy. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? The discomfort. The moment you even come, I get uncomfortable if a man shake my motherfucking hand too long. Pure survival. Let my shit go. Or if you try to shake my shit too hard. Like, come on with all of that, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And you see how Will was dancing so distant from this woman that they just put him out with dancing. He's all the way back from there. But with this man, he got his junk on Will Smith's back. His whole motherfucking wiener print on Will's back, and he's so comfortable. Damn near about to fall asleep. And look at this demon. She's sitting right there. She knows what's going on. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Jada Pinkett knows Will Smith, alleged freak-offs with men, and Will Smith knows about her freak-offs with women. And this is probably why they refuse to divorce, because they don't want to separate from that money. And I think that they both got some very demonic, sick secrets on each other. You know what I'm saying? Because Will Smith's best friend about to tell y'all next about this guy, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind.
Massaging Will with his his junk on his back, right?
Yeah.
And
Is
Will's-
that the only a man knows what a man needs? That video. Okay.
What kind of a man has? That's a man has. Hey, the pressure changed, do y'all? Only a man knows what a man needs.
So the guy who's giving Will the massage is Jada Pinkett's brother. His name is Caleb.
Okay.
Right? So, and of course, you look at that video and it almost seems sexual. It doesn't seem like just a regular massage, right?
Wow. So that's Jada Pinkett's brother, Caleb. Smash that like button. Jada Pinkett's brother, Caleb, is the one who has his junk on Will's back. That's crazy. Yes, her brother. So the whole family allegedly probably was smashing him. That's crazy, man.
Right? So, and of course, you look at that video and it almost seems sexual. It doesn't seem like just a regular massage, right? So, how do I say this? Caleb's going through a divorce right now, right? And bottom line is, Caleb and Will are fucking. And this is Jada's brother.
Whoa! Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all gotta smash that like button. Put a 1 in the chat. Look, somebody said it's a family affair. Pure survival. Yo, put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe Will Smith's best friend. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't believe him. He said that Jada Pinkett's brother, Caleb, is going through a divorce. And him and Will Smith are smashing. And Jada knew about this. Wow. Yo, that whole family, I'm talking about the Smiths and the Kardashians.
Doesn't seem like just a regular massage, right? So, how do I say this? Caleb's going through a divorce right now, right? And bottom line is, Caleb and Will are fucking. And this is Jada's brother, her blood brother, who's massaging on Will, taking these trips with Will. She every real dude that Will had around him has been removed and replaced with Jada's family and friends, right? So Will of old is not the Will of now. So it's like, this don't even need for us to be friends. But now, then on the other side, they were all together doing Thanksgiving. Now, I'm going to tell you the power of this internet with over 1 billion impressions. My understanding that Will is now thinking about coming out as bisexual.
Now, y'all remember when he was saying this, that Will was supposed to be allegedly coming out as bi? You know what I'm saying? Now, you see they end up coming out saying that they never was together for all these years. Then you see now that Jada's out telling the world she's so happy that she's living alone. You know what I'm saying? And Will got a video dancing pretty much with an AI female. Like, it's a real female, but he's real far away from her. You know what I'm saying? So this is not far-fetched at all. This is not far-fetched. This is crazy, man.
This internet with over 1 billion impressions. My understanding that Will is now thinking about coming out as bisexual. Them knowing all the information that I have, Will is thinking about making a statement of him being bisexual.
How'd you find that out?
Because there are people around that hate Jada. There are so many people in the circle that hate the way she treats people is like trash. So when you always hear there's a source, you always hear from a lot of big news. Those are the sources. Those are the people that's around. That's like, yo, this chick is crazy. And I hope Will does come out as bi. I hope Will admits to beating Jada, right? And seek forgiveness for that, because there's no reason to beat her, right? I don't condone.
Oh, yo, it's no reason to put your hands on anybody, But if Will Smith ever bursted out and had did something behind the scenes to her, put a 1 in the chat if y'all would understand that after all she done took him through publicly. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all wouldn't understand that. We've seen Will put his hands on other people in public on national goddamn TV. You know what I'm saying? The things that Jada Pinkett done did, like I watch TV, like my shows all the time. For My Man, Forensic Files, all of this stuff like that. Where the things that she done did, oh my God, I know dudes in real life that would have ended it all if you would have disrespected them the way she disrespect Will. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfuckers, the judge probably would be like, look, go ahead, you get to go free. We done seen what she did to you. We not even gonna charge you with nothing. Cause she's done did him super dirty. You know what I mean? Like she's still like playing with herself, thinking about Tupac. This shit is crazy, man. Smash that like button, guys.
You sound like you want to beat her though.
No, I want.
I mean, it's not funny. Domestic violence is not funny.
It's nothing funny. Yeah, it's nothing funny about it. But this is where victory comes. Like this is where my victory comes because sometimes words hurt more than fists.
So, do you feel like if Will comes out, Jada won't have this power over him anymore?
She'll have a little bit of power, but see, here's the thing, and this is why I don't talk about my book much. The things that happen with them two in Scientology keeps them bonded because we got to look at sexual assaults and a bunch of other things that happen.
Sexual assault?
Yeah. So basically, if you look at and see, I don't really want to get into this because now I'm going to have another enemy with the churches.
Yeah, see, he talks about the Church of Scientology. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe that this is real. He said it's like a Church of Scientology where they do like rituals and all of this crazy stuff. He said that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett was involved in. You know what I'm saying? It's called Scientology. She's obsessed with Tupac. Yes, it's weird. Look, somebody say Will is gay. She don't be with that is funny as shit. Tom Cruise is in it. Tom Cruise is in Scientology? This is crazy, man. The Church of Scientology. It's 100% real. Wow. She manipulator. I mean, yep. Wow.
Sexual assaults and a bunch of other things that happen.
Sexual assault?
Yeah. So basically, if you look at and see, I don't really want to get into this because now I'm going to have another enemy with the Church of Scientology. Yeah. I'm going to have somebody else trying to kill me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I will say, just look at Danny Masterson's trial and how he was raping women inside of Scientology and doing just all kind of lewd and lascivious acts on women. But inside the Church of Scientology, you are not allowed to report to the police. Everything has to happen internally, right? So I don't want to get too deep into it, but if you just look at the celebrities who are in Scientology, if you commit a crime, then everything, the judge is inward. Is not
whoa,
out.
So they got their own freak off judge. So when the Church of Scientology, like they can R-word people, do all this sick, crazy, demonic stuff, but they can't go to the police. Like they got one motherfucker that come out in the suit as the freak off judge of Scientology. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you did the molesting stuff. Okay, it's cool. We're not gonna punish you like today. Well, how bad was it? Like that's crazy as hell. This like how ain't the feds running down on the Church of Scientology? Like, how can this be legal to do? You know what I mean? Yes, they got a freak off judge. How can this be legal, guys? Tell me this. Like, why aren't these people arrested? This is why G stays away from them. Demonic club. They can't. Oh my God. So Secret of Truth, they just can't tell. Wow. This is crazy because they pay the feds. Damn. So they got motherfuckers on the payroll.
You are not allowed to report to the police. Everything has to happen internally, right? So I don't want to get too deep into it, but if you just look at the celebrities who in Scientology, if you commit a crime, then everything, the judge is inward, is not outward. So you're not supposed to report to the police everything. You're supposed to report to the hierarchs in Scientology. And Will and Jada were in Scientology for a number of years and opened a school, right? That's the book. That's the book. And I'm telling you, you're gonna need Kleenex and a puke bucket when you read the book about their acts in Scientology.
Wow. You're gonna need a Kleenex and a puke button. I mean a puke bucket for the stuff that they were doing in Scientology. That is crazy. That is crazy, Will. You know what I'm saying? Like, and look at Jada's face when Chris Rock make that joke. And she said she didn't have nothing to do with Will smacking her. Look at her face.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Y'all seen that evil demonic face? Smash that like button if y'all seen her just roll her eyes back like the devil himself. Like the devil himself. Smash that like button if y'all seen her look. That evil demonic vampire look. She rolled her eyes and she tried to act like she had nothing to do with why Will Smith reacted right here. Like that's like a demon hit she just put out on Chris Rock. And all he said was G.I. Jane. That wasn't even like a major joke. Like if he would have came in there and said, look, that Will, that's why you hoe. Jada, use a hoe. You know what I mean? Use a hoe. Ho, use a hoe. I know that you's a hoe. It's not like Chris Rock said something like that. You know what I'm saying? But look at her face.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked.
Wow. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Jada Pinkett caused Will Smith to slap him. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that Will just did that out of his own situation. I feel like she looked at that motherfucker like, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to go smash Jaden's friends, your friends, everybody. If you do not do this, you will not get any more of this demon kitty cat real pure survival forever if you don't go get him. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Wow, like he was stuck. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all would have let Will Smith slap you and you wouldn't have did nothing. Put a 2 in the chat if you didn't care if you would have lost or not. You would have jumped down. As soon as he slapped you and walked away, started fixing his pants, I would have karate kicked Will right in his back. I'd have give a damn. Or if Will would have slapped me like that, I'm not even gonna lie. I would have just passed out. I'd have said, fuck it. I'd have just fell out. I would have just laid there. The whole Oscar shit would have been done. I would have just laid right out just like that. Straight up. Because I was like, I'm about to be rich. Fuck all of that. I would have stayed laid out there. That show couldn't go on no more. Ain't nobody going to have to get on this goddamn stage. I would have laid the fuck out. I would have went right to sleep. You know what I'm talking about? I'd have been snoring and everything. All I'd have been thinking in my mind is, I am rich, bitch. Thank God Will slap me. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been going to the bar, to the club, dancing and shit. Yo, Will Smith slapped me last night, y'all. Y'all seen it? Oh, yeah, I'm about to be rich. I'm about to be rich. I'm about to be rich. Will slapped the shit. I don't give a fuck. Man, I wouldn't have fought him back. I'd have fell out. I knew how the boy get paid. But the thing is, Chris Rock is already rich. So that's different. Me, I would have fell right out. And Will is so ashamed that she's still out here embarrassing you and allegedly smashing your son daughter, Jaden, friends. You know what I'm saying? Now let me know, everybody, who would have sued Will, who would have fought him back. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all would have just passed out to sue him. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all would have fought him back. I don't care if y'all say I sold my soul, because I would have sued his ass. My neck and my back. Look, my baby said I would have had sued him. Absolutely. Hold on. I would have fell face down for the day. Somebody said, Lisa said she would have fought him. Look, somebody said, I'm paid. You know what I'm saying? We got a scrap. I feel like she told him to do it. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to defend me, or he felt, yes. Because see, she played it off and act like she don't even know why Will did that. Like I wasn't even giving him none of this demonic kitty cat. So I don't know why he did that to even make him still look embarrassed. Look, I want my cash. Yes, guys, I'm sorry. I would have failed the fuck out. Straight up. The show would not be able to go on. Motherfuckers have been coming on stage. I'm still sitting there asleep. I'm still knocked the fuck out. Until the ambulance came and scooped me up like ice cream, I would have stayed out. And I wouldn't care if the world would have laughed at me. You know what I'm saying? Because I am rich now. Everybody gonna want to be my friend. I'm gonna be famous. I would have told him, look, in the emergency room, no, keep Will Smith's handprint still on my face. I would have got his handprint tattooed on my fucking face. I was like, I'm about to get 100 million for this shit. Straight up. Will, you want to slap me? And look at her. She's still doing her little free calls.
Clowning Will over this, but nobody is laughing harder than Chris Rock. He hates Will, and like I said, he's still holding a grudge over the slap. Now, Will did apologize in a statement that said, "Violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are a part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line, and I was wrong. I am embarrassed, and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness." But from the way Chris is mocking Will now, it's obvious that he didn't accept the apology. What makes this extra humiliating for Will is that he has never said anything negative about Jada or their marriage and relationship. In fact, every negative thing we know about their marriage has been against our will, and it's...
I know, don't y'all think that that's crazy that Will Smith never publicly said anything negative about about Jada? But Jada said everything negative about him. You know what I'm saying? Like Will's I never heard him say, yeah, that bitch, you know what I mean? Like, I've never heard him say nothing. You is not going to embarrass me and disrespect me all this time. Yes, that's crazy, butternut. Like, and I'm not going to say nothing. Like, I'm not going to do nothing disrespectful back to you. No. Come on now. Y'all know in the real world, we would have, you sat me down at a table and told me that you smashed Jaden's boyfriend on South Cena, Pure Survival. I would have set your ass down at the blue table. I'd be like, we got to go on TV again. We got to do this. We got to be a one-on-one. We got to do a fair fight. Now I'm going to bring you on here and tell you what the hell I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how you feel, Jada? That's how you feel? Will should have said, listen, guess what, Jada? Pure Survival. Dwayne Martin blew my back out right inside your motherfucking closet. Yeah, your favorite little demonic closet, me and Dwayne Martin was in there smashing Pure Survival. When you was in there meditating, thinking about Tupac, me and Dwayne was blowing my back out way better than you in them Timberland boots. Pure Survival. Will should have did something. You know what I'm saying?
All been thanks to Jada. We didn't even know that they were no longer living together until Jada made the revelation during a press run to promote her book.
I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true? Is that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives? It was not a divorce on paper, but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been apart.
Yeah. She also claimed that the reason it took them so long to come out and reveal the divorce is that they were trying to figure out how to work things out amicably.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in partnership.
And that's how you know that that lady is a demon. Like, so we ain't been together since 2016. And these Hollywood people will go out on red carpets and stuff and still pretend that they are together. Pure survival. And she's talking about, well, we don't know if we're ready to tell the world. Da da da. No, she has a hold of Will Smith. She got some stuff on him to where he will not cut her loose. You know what I mean? I wouldn't give a damn how much money you getting out of me. You know, here, take it. I got to give her $20 million to get her, to rebuke her out of my life. Take the $20 million. I don't give a damn. Leave me with just $1 million. Will is the star, pure survival. He could do one movie and make 20 million right back. You know what I'm saying? It's something she got on Will Smith. It's some type of hold, man. Like for her to be out right now bragging about how she's happy to be living by herself and she can decorate the house the way she want. How wasn't you able to decorate? You know what I'm saying? Like women can decorate all the fuck they want. You know what I mean? You think I care if my woman's decorating and doing shit and color? She gonna come ask me stuff. What do you think about this, honey? Oh yeah, that's so wonderful. Go, yeah, that's so wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Will probably wasn't even home when she was decorating, but she trying to make it like I can do everything on my own now. No, you can have all these entanglements, all these freak offs with these little playground backpack boys. You know what I'm saying? And then have to still come out and disrespect Will. You don't see Will Smith running around bragging nowhere, talking about how he's so happy to be living by himself, that he's so free that he could decorate and do all this stuff. He's not doing that. Since she's doing that, he gotta fucking get a fake woman to dance with him and shit. From a distance, you could tell that they not even into each other. Just all for his PR team because she's still making Will Smith demasculating him, even when we're not together. That's how you know a woman is a demon. If she still could demasculate you, even when y'all not together, it's like, bitch, haven't you stomped on my heart enough? You still want to stomp on my heart, and I'm not even with you. Pure survival. Smash that like button, guys. We need 100 more likes. 100 people smash that like button, man. How do you still stomp out a man's heart and you're not with him no more? That's like all the women that's in my chat right now. If y'all still stomping out your ex's heart, to me, I feel like that means you still like into the motherfucker. If you even still talking about a dude that you used to be with years ago, you're still stuck on him. Clearly, your life, you haven't moved on. I feel like anybody dwelling on a ex, this means that whatever you got going on in your life ain't shit popping in your life. Because you're that bored and miserable to still keep talking about a motherfucker from the fucking past. Yes, obsessed. You know what I mean? If you're happy in your new life, you ain't even thinking about your past. You're able to look at an ex in your mind and be like, ew, I can't even believe I let that ugly motherfucker, you know what I mean, be all up under my heart like that. Once you get over someone, you're completely detached from the person where you can literally look back and say, I cannot believe I let this bitch, what? She not even my type. What was I thinking at the time? I was weak than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know how you look at an ex and you be like, damn, that motherfucker was ugly. That motherfucker, and not like you saying it because you salty. No, it's like you weren't even on my level. And I literally allowed myself to allow you to hurt me or to do me wrong. And I really was fighting to stay with you. I was literally fighting to stay with a motherfucker that God didn't even want for me. You know what I'm saying? But we go through that. But that's how you live and you learn. But if you still dwelling on somebody from the past, ladies and gentlemen, that means you don't have nothing going on in your life today. You are miserable. And that other person is probably the one that's happy. That's why Jada Pinkett is still trying to talk about, she wants us to feel like she's doing so well that Will's gone, but you're still out here talking about him in your interviews. Why you ain't just talking about you? Pure survival. Why ain't you talking about a Set It Off Part 2? Why ain't you talking about, no, you know what makes you popular is by disrespecting Will Smith. That's what puts you in the algorithm, Miss Hello Pisha. Other than that, what else would you have going on? And I'm sorry to say it. You know what I mean? Like, I used to fuck with Jada back in the day, Jason lyrics and shit like that. You know what I mean? When I was a young person, y'all remember everybody was like, oh, Jada's beautiful, da 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 da. But you didn't know that because somebody, I don't care how attractive you is. You could be a demon in your heart. That beauty to me is within, okay? So if you're an ugly motherfucker on the inside, then you're the ugly motherfucker on the outside. Point blank, period. That's how I feel about it. Talking about, oh, I'm so beautiful. No, you're a damn demon. You know what I'm saying? You know, you are a demon. And it's going to come out, you know what I mean, years later. You will pay prices for that. And that's why she's paying prices right now. That your only relevancy is disrespecting Will Smith. That's what you are relevant for. That's why I'm talking about you right now. That's why everybody is talking about you, because you're back out doing that. And Will Smith got to pretend that he's dancing with a woman like, you know what I mean? When he probably happy with a motherfucker named Jermaine. And we don't care. All we care about is Will being happy. I'm more happy that Will is not with you no more than anything. I don't care if Will was with a man or a woman. He's still a good actor, pure survival. He just did the wrong thing by slapping Chris Rock behind you. That's the only reason why I was mad at Will. Other than that, I can't take away his talent. You know what I mean? But I know when you have a demon in your life that doesn't support you for what you do, that can bring you down. Men and women. You know, if you with somebody that don't support you for what you do, and all they do is, like, if they see you happy about something and they want to bring that shit down, oh, you're too happy now. What are you doing being happy without me making you happy? You better get away from that narcissist. If that person wants to control your happiness, you know what I mean, and can't be happy for you. And the only way you can be happy if they, you know, that's disgusting. You know, and that's the type of person she is.
Right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, you know? And we hadn't figured that out.
She did claim that they had no plans to divorce, even though they had been living separately for a while. According to her, they made a promise to each other not to ever get a divorce, no matter what happens. And that was the moment that it finally clicked for fans. People had been super convinced that Jada Loki hated Will, but it didn't make sense when they could just get divorced. But now that we know that she didn't want to be the one to actually file for divorce, it kind of explains why the streets have been saying that she has been trying to frustrate him into leaving her. So I guess we shouldn't be surprised that she's doing the nasty with men in the same bed that she shared with Will. I mean, to be fair, she even admitted once that she never wanted to marry Will, and her mom pretty much forced her to marry him.
And do y'all remember that when Jada said that on national TV? How come their skin color got lighter and bigger? Pills of Bible. Sound like funny as hell. She said that I never wanted to marry Will. If you never wanted to marry him, then why did you marry him? Clearly, it was for the money. You know what I'm saying? The moment you say, I never wanted to marry him. So this was an arrangement marriage. Facts, butternut. That is facts. If you never wanted to marry me, what the fuck you marry me for? Yup, for the money. Because you know you're not going to be happy. Like if you marrying somebody for money or being with somebody for money, you know eventually you're not going to be happy because you really don't like the person. You don't like the person for the person. You only like that person for what they can do for you. So the moment that money's gone, You know what I'm saying? Like you're never really going to be happy with the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's why even just sleeping with somebody, and then you got that 3 minutes, 5 minutes of that good feeling. But after you come, now you're with that person. Do you actually like that person? Or you just like sleeping with the person, having sex with the person? That's just a feeling that goes away. Like, you know what I mean? If I can't, we can't hang out together and spend time and travel and da da da, and I like you without intercourse, then you definitely, and if you don't like a person without the intercourse, then that's just not going to work. You got to naturally be able to care about a person for the person, not for what they have or not just sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It's just crazy.
I really didn't want to get married, but
We only got married because Gammy was crying.
I was under so much pressure, being a young actress, being young, and I was just like pregnant. I was just like, I didn't know what to do, but I just knew. I was like, I never wanted to be married.
Oh, and don't even get me started on the whole entanglement drama with August Alsina, because that was the moment that things started to fall apart for their marriage.
Yeah, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
There was also that situation where Will talked about going all out for Jada's 40th birthday. He didn't just throw something together either. He spent years planning this big, extravagant celebration because he thought it would lift her spirits while she was going through a bit of a midlife phase. Instead of appreciating it, Jada completely rejected the whole thing. She said it felt more like something Will did for himself, like it was feeding his...
And that's crazy. This man spent years to give her the best 40th birthday party and all of this shit, and she shitted on him with that. You know what I'm saying? I throw you this party, and then you're going to say this party is all about me? When I spent years putting this together for you, and I've been hiding my sexuality for you all
while she was going through a bit of a midlife phase. Instead of appreciating it.
And you can see it right here. Look at how Will got his cakes tooted like that. Look how he got his legs crossed right there. Pills of Bible. This is the man, and then you see this is the woman, which that is Will Smith's business. And then some people said, well, Jamil, you being too hard on Jada. Will got to take responsibility too. I agree with that. If Will Smith got his legs crossed and he know he wanted a boyfriend, Pills of Bible, he should have asked Diddy out. Will Smith and Diddy Glover could have been, you know what I'm saying, an inseparable couple. So Will definitely, had a choice to deal with it. Pure survival. So Will got a hold, I hold him accountable as well. But my whole thing is, this does not take away the fact that Jada Pinkett is an alleged demon during survival. I'm saying that, so what that Will Smith wants his back blowed out. You know what I'm saying? If she's accepting his back being blowed out. But don't hold it against him or hold it against Will Smith's back. And then still, you know what I mean, just be using a man for money when you know you don't want nothing to do with him. For real, for real. Let him go run along and get a jump rope, and him and Dwayne Martin can go jump rope in a Walmart parking lot and just be happy. Didn't you say you happy by yourself, Miss Alopecia? You know what I'm saying? Tyler, the Creator, dumped Jaden Smith. Why don't you see if Tyler, the Creator's single? Because August Alsina went and got him a boyfriend. And August Alsina's boyfriend got a boyfriend. You know, if you got that snappy nappy dugout, then why is your kitty cat sending dudes to go find boyfriends? That kitty cat is making dudes go out and go find boyfriends. Now, that milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. La 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 la. You demonic as fuck. La 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 la. Smash that like button, guys.
Just throw something together either. He spent years planning this big, extravagant celebration because he thought it would lift her spirits while she was going through a bit of a midlife phase. Instead of appreciating it, Jada completely rejected the whole thing. She said it felt more like something Will did for himself, like it was feeding his ego rather than actually being about her.
The day after her 37th birthday, I hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday. I hired a documentary team. I traced mommy's family roots. Her 40th birthday was going to be my thing.
Was it going to be a splash?
It was going to be a splash. Mary J.
Definitely was a
Blige.
splash.
Mary J. Blige performed. I debuted the film, all of that. It was going to be the thing that lifted her out of this midlife crisis, and it was going to be my deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love. And she's told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego.
Wow, you see how ungrateful and disrespectful she is? Pure survival. Will Smith put a 40th birthday for her because of her bougie, snotball attitude and whatever she was going through at the time. Will Smith got Mary J. Blige. He got all types of singers and different things to do something big for her 40th. And she snapped on him like a bucket of freak-off crabs. And talking about this is all about your ego. I would have been listen, guess what? I won't ever do another motherfucking thing for your ass again. Pure survival. You ungrateful, toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is crazy. And she probably made him really feel like he did something wrong. Wasted his money. Yeah, yes. Well, no, wait, hold on. What did you say? Wasted money on someone worthy. Yes, on unworthy. Because she didn't even deserve it. And I know other people that's in this chat, that would have loved if Will Smith would have did something nice like that for them. But that just shows you how mean that she really is. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, guys. Double tap that screen. We need 100 more likes. That is just crazy, guys. Like, if somebody do something to you, for you out of the kindness of their heart, even if you don't like it, at least pretend that you like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to act nasty like that, like, ew, why would you do that for me? This wasn't for me. This was for you. This was for me. It was for you, but it's your fucking birthday. But it does say your name on the cake. And I told all these people to come here for you. And you trying to make me think that I'm doing this for me? No, you just are ungrateful. Like I said, if somebody gets something for you that you don't like, you don't got to express it like in a messed up way. You know what I'm saying? Like, just appreciate it because it's from the heart. You know what I'm saying? And it's a gift. Like, I don't know. This is just crazy.
J. Blige performed. I debuted the film.
Jada completely rejected the whole thing. She said it felt more like something Will did for himself, like it was feeding his ego rather than actually being about her.
The day after her 37th birthday, I hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday. I hired a documentary team. I traced mommy's family roots. Her 40th birthday was going to be my thing.
Was it going to be a splash?
It was going to be a splash. Mary J.
Definitely was a
Blige.
splash.
Mary J. Blige performed. I debuted the film, all of that. It was going to be the thing that lifted her out of this midlife crisis, and it was going to be my deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love. And she's told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego.
And if Will should have dumped her that day. You going through a midlife crisis, and I tried to help you. You know what I mean? And your 40th supposed to be like, you know what I mean? That's a big thing. Like, he should have dumped her that day. This is crazy. Look at him, man. He's broken. Jada looks like the light black. Willow weird for thinking Tupac finna be her daddy. Yes, and Jada made them feel like that. That's the crazy, had them writing Tupac, and he wasn't even on this earth. That should have been the time to leave her. Yup. Will should have had left her a long time ago. Facts. Should have left her sooner. Look at Will's face. That is broken. Look, Jamil, I seen it for myself. Yes, facts, sweetheart. Jada made Willow weird. Yeah, that's why she out here crying and shit, talking about it's funny. Shit. I think she's still mourning time she could have had with Tupac. Facts. She mad because Will is a better person than her. True story. It is just crazy, man. It is just crazy. And no one get divorced over one argument or one thing. Yeah, it's this situation is one too many things. One too many things. And I'm not even with you, and you still trying to make me look stupid out here. Tupac didn't want her. She was too loose. Facts. Will admitted he cheated in his own book. He should. Well, if that's the case, and I don't even believe that though. I think Will might have lied in the book to say he cheated just to make us think that he did something masculine. Because she's been doing all the cheating publicly. Why Will got to cheat in a book and write that he cheated, but we didn't never see it? But Jada, we seen all her shit publicly. No, Jada probably told him, "Look, write in that book that you cheated on me before, so it can make me look innocent." Yes, sweetheart, exactly. I don't believe that shit. Look, and then look, she said cheated. Ain't their marriage open? Yeah, that's what they said. That they had an open marriage, that they was going and having tensomes and fivesomes and all kinds of freak offs. I think they both gay or bisexual. Yeah, I agreed. You know what I'm saying? They were never exclusive. Look, everybody know. How do we all know this stuff if this is not no crazy off the wall situation? We all know this. And then this is not one of them situations where you can say, why y'all all in their business? Jada Pinkett put all of their business out there to where the whole world knows about the shit. It's hard for us not to speak about it when she put everything on blast. She made a whole table, set the whole family down. Pure survival. You know what I mean? Set him down, disrespect him. You know what I'm saying? In public, let us all see. Look, I cheated on him and I had an entanglement, which was a great thing. It felt so good, Will. I have not been that happy and got my back blowed out in so long, and I needed it. And people were supporting her. like, damn, that's so good she said that. But if it was a dude that came out and said he slept with his daughter's friend, oh, Will would be locked up right now. Feels a Bible. He'd be right in Diddy's cell with his cakes in the air like a freak off kangaroo. If Will was smashing Willow's friends, but she can smash Jaden's boyfriends. That doesn't make sense. That's crazy. You know, and then got to make a fake Will Smith cheated on her before thing. But why couldn't he do it in public? Well, we want to see, we don't want to see another video with you dancing with a woman all the way from back here. No, we don't care. Put a video out with Will in the bed with a woman going to Pound Town. We will be happy. Like, yes, he finally stepped up and became a goddamn man in front of our face. Pierce a Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because your wife been doing it like forever. She been doing it. Oh my God, I seen that video with Will dancing with that lady. I was trying to be happy for a minute. I said, yes, Will's with a woman doing his thing. Then I read the comments. Nobody believed it. They like, Jamil, look how far apart Will dancing from that girl. You think that that's real? Then I had to start thinking about it like, oh shit, he is kind of fucking far. I know this is a certain kind of dance, but this is a moment we want to see Will getting busy. We want to see Will in Walmart just tonguing it down. We don't care if you're walking in Walmart and holding a woman's ass, Will. Just do it. You know, because a lot of white people be doing that. Shout out to my white followers in the building and shit. A lot of y'all know, a lot of y'all be in Walmart getting, I'm talking about, I be seeing white dudes They be palming their wives' ass in Walmart. I'm talking about tonguing it down. Like it ain't no kids or nothing in the motherfucking Walmart. I be like, they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They will get nasty in public. But we want to see Will Smith do that. They said white people in Walmart. I mean, y'all know when you see in Walmart, you be like, God damn, like they are tonguing it down. Like, don't you see these little kids and grandmothers going by? They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Look, Target. What's up, homie? I'm watching from UK. Shout out to UK. Pearl Survival. Yeah, man. Like I said, guys, what cities and what states are y'all chiming in from? What cities is y'all watching me from? What states y'all watching me from? What countries is y'all watching me from, ladies and gentlemen? South Jersey, Phoenix, Arizona, Philly. Yes, yes, yes. Kansas City, Canada, Colombia, South Carolina, South Africa, Los Angeles, God damn it, South Carolina, Puerto Rico, Denver, Detroit, Australia, Chicago, upstate New York. Oh man, we is everywhere. Kansas City, Chicago, New York. Yes, yes, we is in the building, man. So we're surviving these demons all over the goddamn country, man. But salute to y'all, man. I hope the best for Will. For real. I really do, man. But next time y'all put a video out, we want to see Will really, really, really getting busy, getting down. We don't give a damn if he giving somebody a passion mark in public. We don't care. But that fake video right there, that's a PR move. Even Modia, Tyler Perry, y'all see he came out with a fake AI female. Try to make it look like they were going together. I heard that girl was a real person, but they made an AI video because Tyler Perry has all these lawsuits with all of these boys saying that Modia's milkshake brought them to the yard and try to blow their backs out. So they said, Modia, look, we gotta make it look like you got a girlfriend. You know, even though you never been public with any girls, women, but Oprah and motherfucking Gayle King, Pure Survival, we gotta make it look like you really look like women. So they put an AI fake Tyler Perry girlfriend out there. Look, look, she said, it's too late, Tyler. Way too late. To try to do that now, nigga, you had money for all these years and had been in the industry all these years and was not up under no women but motherfucking the people I just said and Oprah, we still don't even know where Stedman is at. I do not know where Stedman is at. I think Stedman is buried somewhere under Epstein's Island. Pure survival. Prayers for Stedman, guys. Because Stedman, boy, I think they unalived Stedman. Oprah and Gayle King, while they was having a freak off together, they done got rid of Stedman and shit, buried him in the motherfucking freak off dungeon, and they having sex on top of his motherfucking corpse. Pure survival. Eating children wings and shit. Not chicken wings, they eating children wings and shit. You taste the 4-year-old. You taste the 4-year-old with the barbecue sauce? No, the pizza. The little young kid pizza over there. This is just crazy, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Excuse me for my vulgarness and my graphicness, but it blew my mind when I found out that these what motherfuckers was allegedly eating children. Pure survival. How you think I felt? You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But salute to everybody that's in the building. Look, 4-year-old. Look, he paid. Exactly. Don't mess up the chicken. Flaps of kids, aka arms, not wings. God damn it. Stedman stay with Tyler Perry. Oh, so y'all think Stedman and Tyler Perry somewhere having a freak off together on the low? Children wings and pizza. It's crazy. Children wings and pizza. I'm from Philly, Philadelphia, North Philadelphia. Yeah, I mean, Stephanie is old folks home. Man, ain't nothing more funkier than nursing home hallways. Goodness gracious, I'm not even gonna lie. Nursing home hallways. I used to be in a nursing home a whole lot. My mom used to be in there, and boy, them hallways used to be funky as hell. I feel like nursing home hallways smell like Beyonce's breath. They be freaking in the basement. Oprah Oprah be the pimp plug. Watching from Kenya. Shout out to Kenya. Yes, but will must not charge him if you can't cheat. Don't, bruh. Pure survival rules, yes. Facts, Jamil. New kneecaps. No, Gene Deal's kneecaps. Shout out to Gene Deal's clip-on kneecaps. Dallas, Texas is in the building. Yeah. Yeah. Make sure y'all smash that like button and share this video, guys. Hit that hype button when y'all get off of here. You know, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. And I meant to tell y'all, guys, listen, my email is jamilpeterson38@gmail.com. I want y'all, to do a video and do your best pure survival, impression of me. If y'all want to do a 1-minute video, send me a 1-minute video, everybody doing a pure survival video. And if you can't do an impression of me, just tell me what you're surviving. You know what I'm saying? So send me a video, and if it's funny, if it's cool, but be yourself. You ain't got to be super funny, but I might post it on my social media. Repeat the email: Jamil Peterson 38, the number 38 at gmail.com. 1-minute video. Let me know what you're surviving. You could be surviving your boss. You could be surviving your husband, your wife. You could be surviving athlete's feet. I don't give a damn what you surviving your kids, whatever the case may be, and let me know how pure survival helps you get through, the hard times, the good times and the bad times, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'm gonna put your video on social media if you got me cracking up. However, but yes, I appreciate everybody. Live, laugh, love, pure survival.